Hello everyone, Adam with RaceWorldMedia. Today is August the 20th. That says it on the screen. And a couple of weeks ago I started, or actually a few weeks ago I started training for the Xterra Laguna Beach Triathlon taking place September 8th at Crystal Cove State Park. And part of my training, as some of you that have been following me know, that I was doing the Covathlon, which is a duathlon with a 1K swim and a 5K run. And that got me ready, or I learned a lot about multi-sports there as far as coming out of the water, transitioning, and what to expect whenever you're going from one sport to the next, especially whenever you're kind of gassed out and your equilibrium is off and you're stumbling all over the place. But anywho, quick update on what I've been up to in this past couple of weeks. So Vitaly sent me a message there. Vitaly is a really cool guy I used to race ATVs with. Speaking of racing ATVs, Works will be coming back to Glen Helen, I believe it's September 15th, 14th and 15th, and that's the weekend when the ATV and side-by-sides will be racing. So I got a wild hair, so I'm going to get my ATV ready, and I'm going to go out there and tear it up. Anyways, back to what I've been up to lately. Let's see, 2 weekends ago, went out and pre-rode the course for the Xterra Laguna Beach Triathlon, and so I rode the about 20 miles and about 3,000 feet elevation, and it was a tough day. It was a little bit warm. I rode the complete course, so part of the kick in the butt, or the kick in the pants, is riding up the trail called I Think I Can. You have to do that 3 times, and that's I measured it this last weekend. It's 1 mile. And after you go up I Think I Can, then you're going up El Morro. And El Morro, to get all the way up to the trail called Missing Link, it is 2 miles. And that's another rolling hills. You think it's over, but it's not, type of a hill. And then you get to Missing Link, which is single track. And then you come back down the other El Morro. I'm sorry, you come down Elevator. And then you come down El Morro again and all the way back down till you hit I Think I Can again. Then you go up again. Then you go all the way back up to Missing Link, come back down Elevator, down El Morro again, and then up I Think I Can one more time, then back down El Morro, and then down BFI, and then you're at the transition area. Now, you heard me say El Morro twice. Every time I say, El Morro, and going up, El Morro coming down. There's 2 El Morros. There's El Morro, I think it's Ridge, and El Morro Road or something like that. I don't know why they had to call both of them El Morro, but there's one on the right side and one on the left side. Whenever you go online and you look at the map, you'll see what I mean. So 2 weekends ago, went out there and pre-rode it, and then ran 3 miles afterwards. That was on a Saturday. Then on a Sunday, went out and rode in Aliso Woods. Rode, I believe, 16 miles, and then I ran 7 miles in Aliso Woods. So that's all trail running and riding, and so that got me some elevation there. And then this past weekend, Heather and I went out to Crystal Cove, and we went out and swam 1 mile on Saturday. We swam 1 mile, and then we went out and ran the course. And that was about 6 miles. And again, that's all hills in Crystal Cove State Park. And it was warm as well. And then Sunday we went out and swam 1 mile. And then we went out and rode the course. It got a little bit warm for me. And I admit, Heather is a strong rider. And she said, hey, let's go do this loop one more time. And the final loop, which was going up I Think I Can one more time and going all the way up to Missing Link. Or going up El Morro all the way up to Missing Link. And I said, you know what? I'm going to sit this one out. And I think the reason why I decided to sit out that last loop is because I was at the point of failure where I wanted to stop and take a break. And I knew that if I just went right on El Morro and I went back down to BFI, that would be over with and it'd be done with. But I think that taking that break and riding down El Morro down to BFI and then back to the transition area, I just needed that little break. So I rode back up El Morro, and I went up I Think I Can one more time, and then came back down. So I didn't get as many miles in as her, and I didn't go up that 2-mile ride up to Missing Link, but I got the extra few miles in there, and I didn't cut it too short. So yeah, in the heat, I suck. It kicks my ass. And so we went and did that on Sunday. And then today, I'm feeling fine. I'm not feeling as sore as I should be. Sunday evening, my legs were fatigued. Climbing up and down the stairs, I felt it. And so some of the things that I want to share with you, besides what I've been doing out there, is some of the things that I'm doing in preparation. And I think that if some of you guys practice these as well, it might help you during a race. So whenever I went out 2 weekends ago, and I was out there mountain bike riding and trail running, and I still do this to this day, is I carry a 1-liter bottle of water in my camelback. And that water, I do not use it for drinking. I use that water just as weight. And 1 liter of water weighs about 2.2 pounds. So that's 1 kilogram. And so the reason why I'm carrying that extra water is in case I lose some weight or I gain some weight. If I lose some weight, then it's gonna give me additional strength. And if I gain some weight, well, at least I'm used to carrying that extra weight. Also, because of the extra weight, I'm actually increasing my heart rate because I'm pushing a little bit harder to carry that extra weight with me. So come race day, if I'm having to push a little bit harder, or whenever I am pushing a little bit harder, because as I'm training, I'm only doing bricks. I'm either riding or running, or swimming or running, or swimming and riding. So I'm not actually pushing myself as hard as I would whenever I'm doing 3 events or 3 sports. With that extra weight, that kind of makes my body feel somewhat fatigued, like though I've actually done something in addition to the other 2 things that I'm doing. So come race day, I'll be used to pushing a little bit harder through fatigue. So it really, I think it's going to really benefit me come race day. And as I've weighed myself recently, I've discovered that I've been losing some weight, even though I'm eating everything I can. So I know some of you girls listening to this are like, shut up, we can't do that. I know you guys can't. It's kind of, you can't compare guys to women, because women have 2.5 times more fat cells than guys do. So if there's ever a weight loss competition between a woman and a man, the men will always win. But anyways, back to the training. So I've been carrying an extra 2 pounds with me everywhere I go whenever I'm training, and it's gonna help me in the long run come race day. So this week, what I have planned is I think we're gonna end up going out for a swim in the back bay a couple of times this week, and we're also gonna do some running at the back bay. I prefer to go swimming or go running wherever there's elevation. So we're gonna see how we kind of work those things out. And also mountain bike riding, I want to get some more mountain bike riding in. As far as mountain bike riding, I will be racing Over the Hump, which is a cross-country race that takes place Tuesday nights at Irvine Lake in Silverado, California. Tomorrow is the last race of the series, so I'll be doing that as part of my training. And normally during a race, we race about 9 miles. I think they might be cutting a little bit short because it's going to be the final race and there's going to be an award ceremony. So that's what I'll be doing as far as the mountain bike riding this week. And then might also ride Elisa Woods. And in addition to that, I might also ride to work as well. I have a gravel bike and I just use it as a road bike, so I'll be using that to ride to work. And when it comes to equipment, for the Xterra, I'll be racing my Fuel EX 729. It's a 2017 model. The weight of it with a water bottle is about 31 pounds. And yeah, it's pretty heavy. It's on the heavier side, but I'm not out there to win it. I'm out there to do my personal best and just to be healthy and just be stronger. So the weight of my bike really doesn't matter to me. I just want to go out there and go hard. And let's see here. Also, as far as my swimming equipment, I have an Xterra wetsuit. I have 2 of them. I have a long sleeve and a short sleeve. And during the Covathlon, on the last events of the series, I swam with the sleeveless, and it was a huge difference. I felt a lot more flexible. I was able to go a little bit faster, and I was fatigued lesser because I wasn't having all that resistance from the arms. So I'll be training in my long sleeve. Come race day, I'm going to be putting on my short sleeve because it's just so much easier to swim in the short sleeve for me. Let's see here. And for my running portion, I will be using my Hoka 1-1s. They are the... I'll insert picture here. Now I'm back from picture. And those are the shoes that I'll be racing with in the series. And let's see here, my tri-kit. I got my tri-kit on Amazon. It was $60. It's, I mean, it works just fine. It's got some pockets for goo packs, and it's, I'm not familiar with any other name brands. And it's getting a little bit tore up on the shoulders because I've been wearing my Camelback, but it's going to be my first tri-suit, and then later on I'll go and drop, whatever it is, $150 on a professional one, if need be. If not, I'll just get the same one. Let's see here. As far as nutrition goes, I'll be taking with me on the course e-gels. I actually been training and practicing with the e-gels, and I was talking to my buddy Bill Orr. He actually rode with us on Saturday whenever we pre-rode the course. By the way, there's also a video on YouTube that I put together. It's a turn-by-turn of the long course, and it's called 2019 Xterra Laguna Beach Mountain Bike Course. And you can find that on YouTube. It's a 20-minute video, and it's a turn-by-turn. So you'll get to see the different types of elevation that you'll be climbing, the different types of terrain that you'll be going through. So you'll see that there's gravel, there's some broken up cement, there's some techie sections that you'll be going through, some of the single track, and so you'll also see some of the areas where you can get into some trouble. So you'll see on the left bottom side of the screen what it'll mention. Luckily the course is going to be closed, so it's only going to be people that are be racing out there, so you'll be able to choose lines that you would not normally choose whenever you're training, because whenever you're out there training, there's a lot of blind turns, and you got to go wide on them and be careful for hikers and runners and other bikers as well. But during the race, you'll be able to hug some of these turns, so that way you can get a straight line into the next turn and avoid some of the sections that you might get into some trouble. For instance, there's one downhill section whenever you go down past, after you're at an elevator and you're going down El Morro, there's like a hole or a ditch or whatever, a ravine, whatever you want to call it, on the right side. And if you try to go wide and then go back in away from it, you're going to end up in some sand and you can get into a lot of trouble. So in that section, it's better just to hug the wall and stay on the left side, and it's a straight line. But if you watch the video, you'll see that. But anyways, this last weekend I trained with the e-gels, and I tried to remind myself to eat one every 30 to 45 minutes, depending on where in the track or where on the course I was. And I knew that I was going to be able to have some time to pull it out of my pocket and rip it apart and, and chow it down. Now that's, so I highly recommend actually going out there and training, so that way you know which areas you can rest on, or not rest on, but you can get one of your goos or drink some water, so that way you can keep your heart rate low instead of trying to do these things whenever you're in a tough section of the course. So yeah, so let's see here. I actually had some videos that I put together prior to this one, and I thought to myself, oh, you know what, I don't have any kind of footage of the mountain bike ride or footage of the the ocean or the swim, and so I just deleted them. I thought, nobody wants to watch this. But after watching a few videos of some of the people that I watch on YouTube, I thought to myself, I really do not need all those visual aids, because what I want to bring to you is some information that'll help you come race day. And also, I want to be able to motivate you or inspire you with the knowledge that I've gained, and also from being a new person in multi-sports, I'm hoping to give you some advice that might be able to help you and encourage you to go out there and go for it. 3 years ago, I said to myself I wanted to do a triathlon, and it's finally becoming a reality. So for those of you out there that have said, oh, I want to do a triathlon, you know what? It's not going to, if it doesn't happen one year, maybe it'll happen in 3, 5 years, 10 years. Who knows when it'll happen? But you know what? As long as you have your mindset that you want to go out and try it, just be patient and have fun as you get, on your journey getting there. Otherwise, if you stress yourself out about it, then, it kind of negates the whole deal. So 3 years ago, I said I'm going to do this. And then finally, I learned about the Covathlon, and that's a duathlon, got into doing that. And so here I am now training for this. So I want to thank all you guys for joining me on my journey as I prepare for the Xterra Laguna Beach Triathlon taking place at Crystal Cove State Park in Orange County, California on September 8th. And I hope to see some of you guys out there. Hopefully I've motivated you guys or inspired you guys to go out there and go for it. If you want to learn more about it, I'm going to go ahead and include a link down below. And the website is xterralagunabeach.com. I'm also going to include a link to my Facebook page and also my Outdoors TV. I'm actually putting together some content together because I want to win the trip to Maui for the Xterra competition that's going on there, and by uploading videos onto Outdoor TV, I'll be able to be in the running for that for winning that trip. And so I hope I inspired some of you guys or motivated you guys, and I will see you guys out there. You guys have a great week.